So today's video is about which sports clubs I attended and how successful I was at them. So what made me want to get taller and broader? I should start by saying that as a child I wasn't a very healthy or strong kid. I was literally sick from being sick. I could get sick just from breathing the air. If there were an Olympic event for getting sick, I would be the absolute champion. Mary Ivanovna, I'm not feeling well. Can I go home? Looks like I've got the flu.
The flu? Well then go on if that's the case. Why do you have a cast?
I think I just broke my arm while talking to you, Mary Ivanovna.
Did you break your arm? Mother of God! Go home quickly! And why is your face so pale?
And I think I pulled something too. How did I even manage that?
Then take him away from here already! Hurry!
And my reputation among my classmates, the other first graders, left much to be desired. The local rich kid immediately caught on that I sometimes had Snickers and other goodies in my pockets. And after a while, he gathered a crew of older troublemakers who would take them from me. At that time, I didn't have any friends in my class, and after yet another crushing fiasco, I decided to walk the path of a warrior. That is, to sign up for martial arts. Taekwondo. Taekwondo is a martial discipline that... You're Taekwondo yourself, you fool. It's called Taekwondo, also known as Taekwondo. There are some hieroglyphs here. A Korean martial art whose distinctive feature is the active use of legs in combat, both for striking and for blocking. According to Choi Hong-hee's definition, Taekwondo means a system of spiritual training and unarmed self-defense techniques along with health, as well as the skilled execution of strikes, blocks, and jumps performed with bare hands and feet to defeat one or several opponents. Got it, idiot? Alright, I misspoke, it happens to everyone. So with Taekwondo, Taekvad, Taekwondo. Phew! As you can see, things with Taekwondo didn't go well for me right from the start, so I showed up on the tatami. By the way, that's what they call the big mat used for martial arts practice. There were 12 kids like me standing in a row, and the coach, who explained the basic principles to us in a couple of words, then said we had 15 minutes to do whatever we wanted before we could go home. So I went up to 3 guys who were trying to lift a barbell, and I was like, check out what I can do. I grabbed the barbell by the end and lifted it all the way up to my waist. But then it slipped out of my hands and... Darling, before this barbell falls on us, I want you to know, I have always loved you, I love you now, and I always will. Oh my dear, we're still so young to die. Oh, cruel fate. Why is this happening to us? Close the kids' eyes, darling. Or better yet, give them all one last hug. Fortunately, I got away with just a bruise, but I had to give up Taekwondo. Still, the kimono I bought came in handy a bit later, when Yarik and I signed up for... Come on, just say it already. Where did you guys sign up? Hurry up. Sambo? Sambo, or self-defense without weapons, is a combat discipline based on holds, throws, and joint locks. In short, if you want to shamelessly hug sweaty men in kimonos to your heart's content, Sambo will give you that opportunity. Before signing up for Sambo, Yarik and I watched a bunch of Bruce Lee movies, and of course we just had to try out the joint locks from the films on each other, wrecking the whole apartment in the process and getting a good scolding from our parents. You know, it's always more fun to go to some club or class with friends. That's why we were so eager to sign up at the sports club across the street and just take everyone down, you know, throw everyone with a suplex, be the cool guy, high five like, yeah, awesome. The Sambo Club itself was located in a half-basement rundown room. The audience was made up of people of all different weights and ages, from a burly guy with an almost square build and a lanky 2-meter tall dude to runts like us. There was even one girl a bit older than us, who by the way already had quite well-developed charms. Yes. Jumping ahead a bit, even though Yarik and I were in the same weight class, the coach almost never paired us together. I always had to spar either with the burly guy or the tall one, while Yarik somehow always ended up paired with the girl. Lucky bastard. You. Yeah, you, shorty. Alright, come on, grab the tall guy by the sleeve with one hand and wrap your other arm around his belt. And how am I supposed to do that? Ah, I see how it is with you. Alright then, you my very tall friend, please grab this little one, just exactly as I meticulously instructed him, and then skillfully throw him over your hip, do you understand? Hey, that window frame, it looks so incredibly clean and wonderfully clear today.
Oh, hey there, Media Loser! Looks like this is gonna hurt you a lot.
Once, I had to practice throws with a big guy. He was about twice as wide as me. The only thing I could do was wrap one arm around his neck and slip the other under his arm. Basically, I had to crawl into his armpit and just ride on his back, trying somehow to reach the floor.
Hey Brett, get down right now! Who am I talking to?
No, I'm going to beat you.
Just you wait. I'll get you down myself and smear you against the wall.
I'm going to beat you. I've captured you, that's it.
You're such a bedbug, damn you.
That's your mine. I'll throw you the other side.
Wow, you little punk. If you won't do it the easy way, I'll get you down myself, you little brat.
And yet, I did get to spar with a girl a few times. I think her name was Polina, and she was about 2 years older than me. At the same time, she was actually a pretty convenient partner, strange as that may sound, and... Hey you! Don't you go pulling any of that stuff here. Keep your dirty thoughts to yourself. I'm actually practicing a submission hold, you know. I know you're expecting me to start talking about what we had to do. Well, we did have to.
Bad boys, come with me.
But there's nothing particularly special about that. You know, paired and in general, team sports allow you to develop a proper perception of the people around you, of each individual person. If you ever have to use your combat skills in a real fight, you won't be choosing what to grab your opponent by. Besides, wrestling is a great way to study your opponent and become more confident in yourself. Alright, enough of this pseudo-philosophy. Of course, there were some awkward moments. Come on, grab him. Why are you being so gentle with him? Wrap your arms around his waist. Tighter, come on. Yeah, press up right here. Now over there, grab a little lower, below the stomach. Come on, stick it between his legs. Put it between his legs, don't be shy. Yeah, just grab grab the edge of his kimono, you fool. At that moment, I realized one thing. Whoever ends up being Polina's future boyfriend, he'll definitely have to hustle and learn some kind of martial art. A little later, the coach realized that there simply wasn't a better sparring partner for me in his gym than Yarik. Actually, at first we trained seriously, practiced throws, and did everything by the book. But then we got bored and we started going to sambo just for laughs. And the only throw I still remember is that very hip throw. Because once I got thrown epically, and another time, in the village, I threw a guy with my leg right onto a metal rod. So in short, I never became much of a wrestler. In the meantime, you can write in the comments what sport you do or would like to try. See you soon!